Hello, darlings. Welcome back to the channel. This is Nomadic Moon Arts Tarot, bringing you Tarot 101, a series of videos that define every single card in the deck. And then once we've done that, I'm gonna do spreads about putting it all together. That's right, free tarot lessons in a world that has very little free in it. Let's do it to it. Well, maybe for the price of an ad if I'm terribly lucky. Please consider liking and subscribing. Down below, you can find out more about me. My name's Joan Daniels, reader and tarot author and Etsy shop owner, and there's all sorts of stuff about that. All right, today we are looking at the Two of Swords. Sorry, it's not a great card, honestly. It's kind of grim. People downplay it a lot, but it's depending on the context, it has important things to say. Okay. Um, it's a card of truce. It can be a card of stalemate. Romantically, it's not a great card, and we'll get into that. But it all depends on context, right? Right? You've got, somebody cutting blindly or not paying attention. A beautiful artistic interpretation of the Two of Swords being the issue of blindness is across all of these cards. You'll see not being able to see the way forward yet. There's an idea of mirroring the Justice card with the Two Swords, the Sword of Justice. The Justice is blind, but it also can be more like in the Two of Swords being a little lost and not knowing which way to go. Right? But you'll see in all of these cards, you can't see. And that's the frustrating part, right? You can't see what's in front of you. You can't see a clear choice. Unlike the Two of Wands, which is kind of all bluster and faking it till you make it, this is a retreat. This is a stuck energy. And the context of the other cards around it are really important as far as how it's going to become unstuck, how bad it is, how entrenched it is. It could be a minor pause, or it could be really significant information for you, okay? Also, in a romantic context or relationship context of any kind, this is a critical card to pay attention to. This is the card of the avoidant. This is in the context of a romance spread. Depending on where it falls, it can mean that you are giving your heart to someone and they reject it. Or you are with someone who kind of love bomb you in the beginning and then withdrew. So somebody with maybe an avoidant attachment style who starts out really charming, has their eventual panic and then withdrawal. And you're like, wait, what? What? Be like how you were before. Be nice. No, you don't get to have nice, I guess. Because right now they're just swords up, withdrawing. This is you'll notice this is protection, right? They're protecting themselves. That's a really important aspect of the Two of Swords that I think gets overlooked a lot. If this has to do with a relationship with somebody else, be careful. Be careful because they are someone who is perfectly willing to leave you on tenterhooks forever, right? They are perfectly willing to jerk your chain and jerk you along, giving just enough intermittent reinforcement to, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Thank you. Excuse me. The just enough intermittent reinforcement to drive you mad, right? Just enough to make you to breadcrumb. This is breadcrumbing personified in a romance spread. Okay? So be careful. In interpreting this card, not great behavior. Or you may be doing this to somebody else, kind of stringing them along as long as possible because you aren't quite ready to give up on them, but you aren't ready to commit either. Either way, this is not wonderful behavior and will incur some karma for you. So it's best, if you are doing that or receiving that, to cut. I'm just going to say that straight up. I dislike this card intensely. And when it shows up, I go, ugh, because you don't have to put up with that. And we stay too long at parties that serve nothing but breadcrumbs way too often because we think, I can fix him. No, said the Astarian lover. But anyway, that's a long story. You can't. In the real world, the broken, traumatized, avoidant person doesn't grow and blossom and become the sweetheart who loves only you and is, maybe awful to everyone else, but you're the one. You're the one. This is kind of the card of that. Don't do that. Don't wait around for someone to love you properly. That would be the advice of this card because you will be given less than you deserve. And that's a really blunt definition of this card. I get it. Now, more mundane, a job, the offer that's not coming in that you're waiting on, you're being dicked around on, waiting for someone else to make a decision that favors you, and having to wait too long to find out the information, and feeling a little lost as to where it's going to go. So it's important to look at the cards that are around this to see if you get past that, or if this is just going to be this weird, ghosted, nebulous, uncommitted energy. It's unpleasant and you don't deserve it. Yeah. Yeah. I said what I said. So that's the definition of the Two of Swords, according to me, a reader of many years' experience. Now, others might have different interpretations. There is openness in tarot for different interpretations. But this is actually pretty canonical, shall we say. All right, coming up, the Two of Pentacles. I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing and checking out the channel as it grows. And it will grow quickly to be a body of knowledge that you can access at any time for free. Thank you so much for checking it out. See you in the next one. Bye for now.